What up, LC? What up, Hop Nasty? What up, Margos? What up, Death Tyrant? What up, Derek Hernandez? What up, Charlie? What up, Swallowlolo? What up, bro? What up, Jack? What up, Weapon X? What's all these PMs I got suddenly? What's this? Okay. Alright. What up, Hop Nasty? What up, Joho? What up, Juicy Jimbo? What up, Magnus Corpus? Thank you very much. What up, yes, it's true. More PvP ownage today, please. I'm gonna try. All the legendaries and their required characters. I know there's individually infographics that have all those. I don't know if there's one that has it all. There probably is. But it's, you can just ask. Like, it's, most people know them. What up, Paul Schreiber? What up, Ammon? What up, Eddie White? What up, French Montana? What up, Jeff? What up, Namzaya? Things with me have been good. Got some exciting news earlier. Okay.
What up, Khasino?
What up?
You'll have to get on my book. You went out for tonight.
All good. What up, Muddy Waters? I did not get the Symbiote Spider-Man offers yet. We'll talk about it. What's the best Merc team composition? The actual best one has Killmonger on it, but I don't recommend that because it breaks up Wakandans. I recommend Sniper. Korath is better than Sniper if you don't have Korath on his team either. What up, Shadow Killer? The news update went well, I would say. What up, Jonathan Dugmore? We're sharing the news or is it a secret? Yeah, I'll be talking about it. What up, Double Deuce? What up, Stephen Canales? Wait for a few more people to get here. I'll send out some blasts. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Power Core event? What did I miss about a Power Core event?
In your inbox.
What up, Nightmare? I'll check it in a sec. Let me send out these blasts here. You sounded all broken up there. What now?
Okay.
You sound like you're underwater. Okay, send that out. I am aware, Death Tyrant. We joked about it. What up, Muna? I got into your guild for Super War. Can't do anything but PvE content. Is there any way to fix the ping? Yes, move closer to China. Yes, Namzaya, we joked about it on the news update. It's classic Foxnex fashion. Crap, we broke something. Send out compensation. Crap, we broke the compensation. Yeah, we joked about it and then we circled back to joking about it because there's a payday event coming up. And I was like, why do we even need the payday? All the iOS users got 150 gold. They can just cancel the payday. Like, I have too much gold to know what to do with now. Yes, I filmed earlier today with Valley. So, we broke Lootcakes somehow. Lootcakes is still in beta, so that's why not everything on their site is perfectly efficient. They're hard at work on it. They didn't approach me, actually, about working with them. I approached them. I was like, I love what you're doing. I think it's a great idea. I think we can help each other. And they were like, right on. And they've been great. But I don't think they weren't seeking working with content creators because they weren't quite ready for prime time. So you guys are getting in on the ground floor. Where is the, hold on. Let me, I'm gonna help this person real quick. I need to remember the link to this. Bookmarks. This. And let me go to here. Bam, bam. There you go. Link sent. Enjoy. Alright. What up, Lucifer? I literally just responded. That was you, Joho, that I just answered. What up, Herman? Yeah. What up, Bo? What up, Ali? What up, Augustus? What up, Simon? Alright. So we won our war. Eagles landed. I'm doing good. Oh, I gotta get audio back here. Okay. There's the war rewards and a contact request. So I don't have anything about a Power Core event. Do I have to restart? I don't see anything about a Power Core event. You got a Taskmaster. No problem. Thank you, Leo. But so when I say we broke Lootcakes, by the way, what I mean is last I checked, oh my god, it's still climbing? They gave me 500 uses on my code. We're at 545 out of 500. I thought they'd capped at 500. I guess they lifted the cap. Very strange. It's in the events? Alright, I'll check it out there. But people said it'll be in your inbox. Yeah, I don't have anything in my inbox. But I see this. Earn power cores. Battle and Blitz and Arena. Cool. Alright, 3 days until that. 3 days until payday. Cool. Challenges for today. I'll take these. Yeah, my next batch of T4s are already spoken for. That's how behind on T4s I am, because I've had to invest in the city characters I'm using for DD3 to have a hope of getting through it, and I also have to invest in PvP characters. Rematch? Sure. Why not Shuri for global in DD3? You can use Shuri for global in DD3. Nothing wrong with her, she just doesn't do a lot of damage, and it's mostly about doing as much damage as you can before you go down, and she takes tech, and I think she takes a lot of tech. Like, I brought mine, but let me check. Oh, crap. Well, I have to remember, that always gets me demonetized. Every time his intro plays, my video gets demonetized. That's a bummer. But, yeah, she is the second most expensive. Literally, the only two tech characters more expensive than her are Kree Cyborg, go figure, and Ultron. She is just as expensive as possible. Riggs, are we doing it for stakes? Because I'm trying to only play for stakes. What up, your name here? Restart the stream? Why? We're taking an symbiote. I only have symbiote Spider-Man and Vulture. Mick Eagle, I'm sure you'll be fine. That intro? Oh. Nah, it's not worth it. It's fine. Don't care that much about the ad revenue. Like, I care, but not enough to inconvenience and confuse everyone. No, it's alright. I have to remember to disable it until I go back to Twitch. What up, Alpha Fire? Alright, I believe there is good stuff in the supply section. Oh, those SBCs are juicy. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Definitely want these. Need these. Need these. And I'll leave it at that for now. We'll get these. Oh, I'm gonna take Crystal to 7-star. Let's grab these. And we're good on those. I know I need these, and I can always use more of those. No, gear is not an issue that's up for consideration for Ultima 7. Gear is really only something you have to be very selective with for Dark Dimension 3. So I'm going to spend the 100 cores here, just so we can have 7-star Crystal. I have been waiting a long time for this. I wish I had higher reds on her, but Crystal is such a good character. And it's going to be super nice. That's wasteful, by the way. You should not do that. Don't be like Khasino. Oh, did I just get an achievement for arena currency spent? Yeah, I did. Okay. 2 Hulk shards and like 1/10 of a gold orb. Pinch me, I must be dreaming. Did those Hulk shards... Okay, I was gonna say if that gave me an Ultimate Orb. Anybody link an iCloud email to Lootcakes? Gmail. Yes, you can switch your purchase receipts to go to your Gmail. What up, Aaron? Probably Prastanovich, something like that. I was saying I have to remember to disable the intro until then. So, this is interesting. Science Supreme, War Machine, or Mysterio. The problem is, it's only a guaranteed 4-star. It doesn't make any sense for me to do. What was I... What did I just get that I got something. Oh, Crystal. I'm like, I know I got something that I'm excited to do. Forgot what it was. Here we go. Where would you put Mercs, Black Order, and Hydra on your team ranking on tier list overall game modes? Black Order way high up.
Where would you put Mercs, Bow, and Hydra on your team rankings on tier list?
And Hydra and
overall game modes.
Hydra and Mercenaries are very similar. They're a lot of front-loaded damage. So Hydra and Mercenaries are decent for Blitz, great for War, and just alright in arena settings, but they're both really geared for War. Black Order, on the other hand, are all-purpose. Black Order probably top 5 overall. Black Order could be as high as number 1 overall. Just we have to test them a little bit more. But how close are you to finishing DD3? On the one hand, very close, and on the other hand, not close at all. Yes, Carbon Fight, it's very worth. Are you still doing roster reviews? Yes, there's a link to the Patreon in the video description below. But anyway, yeah, let's do this. I can't wait. Goodbye, 500,000 gold. Okay, she gained almost 15k health. 14k, really. She gained, what's that, 1500 damage? I'll take it. And a little bit of focus and resistance, but 1500 damage is no joke. Not bad, not bad. Makes her a bit sturdier for sure. Alright. Black Order looking more useful for offense in that they can probably beat any team they go up against. But it's like X-Men or Inhumans. Like if you put your X-Men or your Inhumans on defense, they'll be a very effective defense team. Once. My guess is Black Order will be much the same. They'll probably be like an unstoppable defense team once. But to finish answering that question of how close to finishing Dark Dimension 3 am I? On the one hand, I'm more than 3/4 done. If you want to measure it that way, I'm done with all this, and I have just 3 nodes left. So by the one measure, I'm almost done. However, in the city section, I only have 2 characters. I'm not going very quickly in the city section. I really need, at a minimum, a 3rd character, and these are the easy nodes. Like, I don't know how many attacks it took me for this one. 9 attacks? 9 attacks is not bad. It took me 9 attacks on the first node. My guess is it'll take me maybe 15-ish. I'm just ballparking it on the second node, somewhere in there. But the 3rd and 4th nodes will take me a very, very long time with 2 people. Carnage is not close. So there's three people that are even kind of maybe close, but I think only one of them can actually make it in time to be of any use. And those 3, and I've been talking about this, but we have Symbiote Spider-Man and we have Vulture. Venom, I have pretty much everything I need for Venom except I would need more damage cats, but the big one is for bio mini uniques. I have 0 molecular scans. I would need 60. So that's just not happening. Like I'm not going to get 60 molecular scans before the end of DD3 unless Foxx like, here's an offer for molecular scans specifically. It's just not going to happen. I want Venom. He would, like, if I could just have any one character, oh, I'd go Venom in a heartbeat. I'm never going to get those molecular scans before I finish. It's a bummer. Maybe. Like, if I see molecular scans in one of my shops every single day, maybe. But it's not going to happen. The next person who is kind of close, and this one, there's at least the outside chance of it happening, is Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, I only need 2 more items. I'm actually good on the Catalyst and the SBCs, pretty much. The problem with, you could get a 20 drop on a War Orb. Can you get a 20 drop on a War Orb, really? That's a lot higher than I thought. But, he needs a lot, though. He needs more than it looks like. He needs 10, sigils, and then he needs 23 Ichors, and I think I'm down to 21 lattices. So again, it could happen. Ghost Rider could get in there, but I need a bunch of Mystic Mini Uniques. And then there's one interesting one, who is both the closest and the farthest. And unfortunately, the least useful by a good margin. Punisher. I actually have all of the mini uniques I would need for Punisher. What Punisher is missing... Kioma, thank you for the $10. What Punisher is missing is normal catalysts. I would have to farm like this stuff just to get him to 12. But he would need a lot of damage cats, a lot of superior basic catalysts. I can farm all that, but it'd probably take me at a minimum a week and a half to get him. Like, if I just really made time and wailed out, maybe I could get him in like a week and a half. So, what's your guess for Cause release? Assuming you meant Maw. Probably a while. Probably end of May. But... Well, so people are saying Punisher's not good, and don't get me wrong, like Punisher would not be the best, but firstly, just having a just having a third body would help quite a bit. Thoughts on Merc Lieutenant or Vulture? I would take both if I could. But if you look at the later nodes, there's some villains: Juggernaut, Rhino, Merc Lieutenant, Venom, Shocker, Vulture, Mysterio. There's a good amount of villains. And then on this node as well, Mordo, Carnage, Vulture, Rhino, Merc Lieutenant, Crossbones, Loki, Shocker, Merc Lieutenant, Rhino, Shocker, Vulture, Carnage, Crossbones, Mordo. It's a lot of villains, so he wouldn't be completely useless. Shouldn't Law be May 25th? According to who? Yeah, he would give Symbiote Spider-Man some extra damage. So, he certainly wouldn't be the worst. Look, I'd rather have him than just 2 people. Well, here's the thing, William. When I finish the first clear, I'll get a bunch of resources, and then I can take better characters. There's nothing in it for me, Kioma. I just don't care. How many more days till you beat DD3? Probably like a month. Just guessing, probably like a month. It's a lot at the mercy of like what offers we see that I can use for like mini uniques. So like this one, like I need these. So if we get a bunch of donations, I can whale out on these. It'll speed it up a little bit. Same with these. I'm good on most of these. I really need damage catalyst. I can farm damage catalyst, but even still, it would speed it up to be able to whale out and grab those. You know, I might actually grab this one for Punisher just because he needs tech gear. And I was working on Scientist Supreme as well. I might actually grab this one. I think I might grab that one. It's not an amazing offer, but I might grab it for some of the characters I'm working on in the background. And then people keep asking me about this offer. Obviously, if my Symbiote Spider-Man were even stronger, that'd be good. The problem is, if I bought this twice, I'd still need 21 shards. And his thing ends in 2 days, and I just can't. No matter what I do, even if I grab 1, 2, 3 from High Roller, World Warrior's done. 4, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna get 21. Set a record. But I want higher red stars if I'm gonna try to literally cruise through it as fast as possible, and that record means nothing to me. Maybe I am able to do a really fast DD3 run, maybe not, but I don't care. Just means nothing to me. Buying that once could guarantee completing him on the next pass of milestones. My guess is that there'll be more offers for him. I'm sure people are buying it. Tropico Doc, thank you for the $5. Why Punisher? Because I have skill mini uniques. I'm actually good on the skill mini uniques. Merc Ryguard at tier 14 to help in DD3. Again, defense is really not the route to go in DD3. He's not the worst option, but here's the thing. If you make your tank ginormous, people are gonna bring really strong teams into your mercs, and then your mercs won't actually have as much damage. Like a 200k merc team, but 90k of it is Merc Ryguard is not gonna do that much damage, but the teams they'll bring in to fight it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like having a giant tank on my team when I can avoid it. When will Call Obsidian be the featured Red Star character? The day his offers go out. You should just whale out. You give me the donations, I will. Welcome, welcome. But that's where I'm at for DD3. Fury sucks. He's just bad? No, he's not. I like Fury. 7 Red Star Punisher, would he be good in DD3? Yeah. Will all these donations for gear help you with PvP? Hopefully. My resources are getting spread all over the place. So here's the thing. Finishing DD3 would help me the most with PvP, because it'll get me a bunch more gear tier 14s. So, finishing DD3 is the best way. So I want to spend my T4s on PvP characters, but I've been spending my T4s on characters I need for DD3 instead. Fortunately, I use Symbiote Spider-Man in PvP some, but does having a 7 red star matter? Of course. Definitely gonna help. He's still gonna die on the final nodes, but when he doesn't die, you'll be able to do a good amount of damage with him, for sure. Like, he's not just gonna carry and make you breeze through it, but I wish I had him. If I had a 7 red star Punisher, he would be coming with me. Yes, it's true. Do you need a 5th? You can 4-man global. Is it worth to buy 5 red star for Crystal? I wanted to. I said I'm going to get 2 of the 3, whichever I see. I was waiting for Thanos, Crystal, and there was one other. I don't remember who it was, but there was one other that I was willing to do. I think it might have been Yo-Yo, and I think the other 2 showed up first, but I wanted Crystal. Crystal would be, yeah. Crystal is one of the best characters to put high red stars on. Crystal's a lot better than people realize, and she deserves respect. This team, despite being exactly what I recommend on my infographic, terrifies me. I shouldn't say despite, like it's what I recommend for a reason, but this team is terrifying. And that giant crystal is terrifying. Oh man, very scary. Very scary. I'll fight him when I get a chance. 5 red star and crystals doesn't seem that good. Yeah, but I mean, you think that you get gold too slow compared to nothing, so. You think a Gear Tier 14, a 7 red star Mr. Fantastic, 6 red star Human Torch combo is worth T14ing for PvP after finishing DD3? It could be. It certainly could be. I don't know if I would do that, like, just for PvP. I don't know if I would do it. But I do think it's okay to invest in Fantastic Four, because we'll probably get another really strong 5th member. Like, the core 4 of them are really good. So, yeah. I wouldn't. I would.
3 times and Joss will show up.
I think I gotta do my Karnak farming. LC Music Tracks, thank you very much for the 20 bones. Still doing the super chats though. I don't think I farmed him yet.
So happy right now.
350 watching. At least half of you should be liking the stream. Thanks.
4. And 4. Alright. We need another, what, 34? 34 Karnak shards away from securing that 7-star Maw. Busy, you're out of your goddamn mind. I say this far too often, but particularly today, don't listen to Busy. Do you think damage from Human Torch is underrated for some people? Absolutely. Well, the reason you don't see him that often in PvP is because most people don't have him strong enough. But, yeah, his damage is fantastic. Pardon the pun. Any rumors of Doom or Silver Surfer? Typical rumors. Those names are always floating around. We'll probably get them someday, but I've not heard anything that says that we'll get them super soon. Would you bring 7 red star War Machine in Arena? I might. Depends where I was at in the game. LC Music Tracks, thank you very much for the $20. Much appreciated. Oh, yeah, Chris, that's funny.
I'm gonna keep a running counter.
So I guess I can invest in Punisher for now. Like, let's at least get Punisher up to where he needs the orange mats. Like, it's still not bad to have a giant Punisher on my... Like, my Defenders team will benefit greatly from having a bigger Punisher on it, so... I think with the donations we've got so far, I feel okay getting that Shuri Tech Gear offer. And that will help a lot. So let's do it. Do you know of anywhere that has the wave drops for DD3? I think my Discord, I think one of the bots has it. Carbon fight as a boss fight. Busy, we talked about it on the weekly news update, but basically I offered to troll the player base in response to that. So to give you a heads up, coming up in the weekly news update is Valley did a video with the guy who took rank 1 in the last Blitz, and that guy said, I think Blitz predictions are driving up the scores, which I cannot state more clearly. Like, as we've proven several times that the Blitz predictions do not drive up the scores. Now, it is true to say that the Blitz predictions have an impact on scores. Some players change their playing habits based on the Blitz predictions, so they are not completely separate from the Blitz outcome. But it is very, very obvious that the Blitz predictions themselves are not ramping up the scores, because there are plenty of times where we just overshoot it quite a bit. Sometimes we'll just put 21 mil for top 2000 and it'll only be 17 mil, and people will be like, whoa, why were you guys so high? It wasn't that high. And obviously we don't do that to try to drive up the scores, but if everyone is just going to what our predictions say, then why are we ever way over? He said he was referring to top 15 rank 1, so no, he didn't. And then Valley further went on, and he also wasn't. But the whole top 15 in rank 1, we've overshot rank 1. We've overshot top 15. We overshot top 15 recently. But regardless, I'm sure he knows how he's playing. That's not the point. The point is, if we didn't do Blitz predictions, you would have people who didn't know how hard to go, so they would just go as hard as they can. If anything, sometimes the Blitz predictions let people know, like, I guess I can stop. I'm probably all right. Whereas when they don't know what to shoot for, they're like, well, better safe than sorry. I definitely don't want to miss out, so I might as well do as much as I can, and they go over. But anyway, so this is what I offered to do. Again, as far as I'm concerned, it's an open and shut case. Scores are going to continue to rise. Rosters only get bigger. Blitz predictions are not making the scores higher. But what we've offered to do, and so in Valley's video, you'll be able to respond in the comment section and let us know one way or the other. We are willing to, without talking to, or without communicating this to people, we can just intentionally lower the scores by 20% on a Blitz, and we won't tell anyone. You won't know. It'll look like normal Blitz predictions, and we'll intentionally lower it 20%. Check Streamlabs, please. I saw your $20 donation, and I called it out. Is there something beyond that? But anyway, right, if everyone relied on Blitz predictions, they would be too low 100% of the time. Exactly. But anyway, so we can intentionally go low on a Blitz and not tell people that we're intentionally predicting low. What that will do is just piss off everyone that trusts the Blitz predictions, who's suddenly going to have missed the mark. It's just going to be like, I trusted you and you screwed me and I didn't get what I was shooting for. You're a dick. That's going to be the total response. Scores won't be any lower, just people angry at us. But if it's what the players want, to have us prove to them what I consider something we already know. The fact you're telling people you'll randomly reduce, but it's not. You say terrible idea, but that's more terrible thinking. You think now they're going to be worried about that every time, so it's always going to be 20% higher? Let's see. It won't be. For the most part, most people go as hard as they can. Making a prediction and not publishing it until after the Blitz. Again, it's easier to prove it if we just go low, and you'll see how many people. You can't win? Well, of course not, but that's the point. Give bad info to people? I'm saying I will let people choose if they would prefer to get surprise bad info once, to feel more confident that that info is not contaminating the results. I'm offering to. I don't recommend it. I don't want to do it, but I'm willing to do it to shut people up once and for all, because there's always dummies in the chat saying it drives it up. But MSF noob, that doesn't prove anything if sometimes it's high and sometimes it's low, which it already is. It won't shut people up? Well, it kind of will, because we will just say, like, no, we ran your test. Now people will go 20% harder when they think you're sandbagging? I don't think they will. Maybe some people will, but I don't think enough people will. I just don't. A clear pattern? The pattern is sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low currently. Currently, it's sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low, sometimes it's spot on. Busy, you're not even close to my biggest troll. Stop giving attention to the dummies. I don't know. I think that I've gotten to where I am by making an example of the dummies. Of course there's people who never look at the Blitz predictions. Simon, that's also not true. Some chat got the dumb today. I think Foxnex will rework Blitz? Yes. I know, Peter, that's why we're talking about it. Most top 2K look at predictions. Then in theory, if we go low and we don't tell anyone we're going low, should lower it. It doesn't, because sometimes we're just too high on top 2000 anyway. So you think that Blitz bots won't rely on it, and if you will intentionally lower it, it will actually make everything better? Huh? We know you're right, you know you're right. Even if you prove them wrong, they'll ignore the results and still blame who they want. Right, but everyone, literally everyone, will have the ammo they need to shut those people up. It's that simple. Everyone will have the ammo they need. Like, those people can say that, and then all of chat should be like, we proved this. Like, this has been put to rest. Because all the people say that are like, you should just not do the Blitz predictions, because they make people go harder. Like, okay, well, when we tried to make people go lower, that didn't work. Why would it only work for making people go harder but not lower? It would just be definitive. But it's up to you guys. I don't care. Don't let the dummies influence your decisions. Here's the thing. I'm letting the people. I'm letting people vote on it in the comment section of the upcoming weekly news update. One Blitz will not conclusively prove anything. I disagree. I disagree. We just have to make sure it's a Blitz that people kind of care about. I know what'll happen. What if they're right? What if the flat earthers are right, man? But anyway, if you feel strongly about this, tomorrow when the weekly news update comes out, give your vote. A lot of people are unreasonable. A lot of people are silly. A lot of people are wrong. It's what it is, man. It's just what it is. I do have a lot of Blitz credits. I can get a 10 stack of these. I think I will. Now I need these as well. Give me 2 more. 1 more. Okay. Come on. Alright, now we can make that half of the item. Okay, now this just needs these. So how many of these do we need? Just 3? Easy. And there's 1. Nice. I will do that just so we can do this. 2. Come on. There's 3. Alright. So at least we got him to tier 12. He's ready for the armor. Okay, so I actually do need a few more of his normal uniques, but... What? And they're in supplies right now? Okay, sure. 25, and then if I got that offer, so let me just be good on these then. For 15 bucks, gross, but then I'll literally be one short, and I'll be able to get one before I get the rest of his stuff. Oh. If Twitch is better, why are you on YouTube? Because YouTube has more viewers. More people have YouTube on their phones. Plenty of people tune in from mobile. Just viewership is better. Besides using anecdotal evidence. We're using actual observations. If we were always driving up the scores, that offer don't move. I know. But now we'll have it. It's alright. Not the end of the world. Stop buying everything you see. Teach people some resource management techniques. Or I'll do what I want and fuck off. People really want to see the end of Dark Dimension 3. So, do you think the God of Symbiotes null to be a legendary for Symbiotes team? Probably not. Nice, Ian. Alright, let's open the War Orbs. Why are you gearing Punisher? City section of DD3, I might try to get him in. Played around with Rhino as the 5th Merc member? No. Gyms being closed have really had a big effect on you? No, just I've never appreciated you telling me what to do. You give a lot of bad advice, you're outspoken, and really you should just shut up more. I feel fine. Any rumors on bringing in Apocalypse and the 4 Horsemen Mutant Evil team? I haven't heard any rumors about it, but it'd be awesome. That was the Cosmic section? Not too crazy. Do you think they will add another 2 symbiotes to finally round out the team? Yeah. You give bad advice and you're outspoken. How come you don't like me? Mainly because you're wrong a lot. If you think I'm wrong a lot, what are you doing here? Most of your contributions are unhelpful and negative. That's really it.
Is that really a contribution then?
No. All right. Show me minis I need. Nope. None of the minis I need. Show me minis I need. Nope. No minis. I got these, but I don't need them. The best 5th character for Mercenary? Killmonger, but he should stay on Wakandans. Then Korath, but he should stay on the Ultimus Kree team if you have it. And then Merc Sniper. I don't know why you're saying Rhino. Need another 110 shards to get Karnak. As a free-to-play player, do you think I have enough time to get him ready for Ebony Maw? How many cores are you willing to spend on him? If we assume Ebony Maw is in 13 days and runs for 7, let's say it's 20 days. If you dump cores into him and you can average 6 a day, yeah, I think you'll make it. I think you'll make it if you refresh his node twice every day. I think you'll make it. No, Kingpin's not bad, but Sniper's a little bit better. Oh yeah, 5 from the calendar. Yeah. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm really not. Every once in a while, things you say actually upset me because they make me go back and make sure that people aren't believing the things that you're trying to suggest because it's misleading and unhelpful, but fine. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a double drop. Who would be better for my first gear 11, Vision or Minerva? Vision needs the gear more, so go Vision for the damage, the focus, things like that. I wish Merc Sniper got more in the rework. So do I, but like they're already a terrifying team. I've corrected you. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. I don't want to say that you've never been helpful. You've been helpful before. I just think you're unhelpful more often than you are helpful. But I don't ban you. Sometimes you're right. But my honest assessment is that your contributions are more negative than positive. If I thought there was zero value in you being here, you wouldn't be here. But if you're trying to go off of I'm here to help and make the stream better, you're doing a very crappy job at that. Most people don't appreciate it. He is sad. I'm sorry that you have a high red star Merc Soldier, but Merc Soldier is, if anyone has to be sad, if there has to be a sad character in the game, it should be the literal nameless, faceless guy who is literally just a mercenary soldier. This guy is an actual nobody. Someone has to be the guy on Heroes 1-1 for you to just kick around, and that's Mercenary Soldier.
They should call him COVID Ready Soldier.
Basically. Korath is better than Sniper. Korath has a team he's better on, but most people can't be running it, so Korath is probably better than Sniper. Give him his day someday. I mean, a lot of teams have that member that you can use. And again, Soldier could have been reworked, but you don't want to make him too much better. Yeah, he's basically a Star Trek red shirt, exactly. Thanos or Rocket Raccoon be a better choice over Vision. Depends on which of their teammates you have. Rocket Raccoon might be a better choice if you have or will be shortly getting Star-Lord. Hey, I've been waiting for this for a while too. Let's do this. Excellent, excellent. She needed that. Alright, alright. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's orange. That's blue. You can have that. That's orange. That's purple. That's orange. Sure, let's give you the damage. Oh, wow. Awesome. Alright, not bad. And I'll give her levels when I get a chance, but I mean, I have her at 6 red star. As soon as I give her those 5 levels, she'll be in decent shape. Is this, no, that doesn't give her crazy focus either. Alright. That went pretty well. So I used to get confused a lot. There's Apocalypse, and then there's Apocalypse, Apocalyptic Gaming, and Apocalyptic Tim. And they're all different people. And I would confuse them constantly. But I've got it settled now. And the actual way I remember it in my head is Apocalypse is the dick. Apocalyptic Tim is a super cool dude. And Apocalyptic Gaming is the guy that I confused for the other two, but is his own person. Tim, I think you might be biased, but now whenever my actual first name is Josh, and whenever someone's like, "Oh, my so-and-so's name is Josh," I'm always like, "He sounds like a great guy." My favorite current tune to use as a solo character? A Black Bolt, just because he breaks people? Or... What's your thoughts on Seed Theory? Shame on you for considering that there's anything to it. What comic book character, huh? Alright, I've got raids to do, I've got Dark Dimension to do, we're done with war. What do we got left for dailies? Another arena match. Oh, I never did villains? Crap. Is there damage cats on this? Yeah. Oops. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Backflip theory, 100% legit. No, so that's, when you hear that, you're like, that's a person name. But it is weirder the other way. When a person has a dog name. Like if you ever meet someone named like Fido, you're like, what happened here? Alright, can we fight rank 1 yet? His team is just huge. I don't know if I have a really good answer to this. I'm gonna try, but I might have to run the same team and hope I get lucky. Team is nightmarish. Let's see if my crystal's ready for prime time.
Is that the first 500k team you've seen?
Nah. Especially not on this shard, but I never really get to bring out my crystal in arena, but I took her to 7 gold today. Let's see if she can hang. I worry that she can't. I know this is winnable, but did you do that disease battle? Yeah. That's funny, William. The thing is, she's gonna throw everyone in stealth. It doesn't matter, and he's gonna heal up. It doesn't. Oh, it's interesting slow. I'm not sure that slow worked in our favor, though. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, they resisted it. Oh. What? Oh, come on. That was like the one thing that I needed to not happen. Oh, man. We're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. Oh, God. Oh, God. And then their first Dark Phoenix, yeah. How did their crystal get to go first? That was a big bummer. I thought about it, Ahmad. I thought about it. So there actually is the thing. If I so that this can work. I only get one shot at this, but so this can also work, which is yeah. We need the well. No, she won't have the evade. I can get away with the Human Torch. I can get away with the Human Torch, but if this goes perfectly, depending on who assists, if Yo-Yo is defense downed and above 50%, I can just take her out. Oh, the resists. Oh, okay, so the crystal passive goes in first, huh? Damn. I wasn't sure whose passive procced first. The answer is the crystal passive. Oof. He's out of stealth, so he's gonna die. I can hide and protect him here, but then I lose the ability to shield from the defense downs, but fuck it. Let's see if I can get him to another turn. Bam, bam. Jesus. Oh, shit. We're probably toast. Shit. Shit. It was close. So, I could have won that anyway. So, that team will do it. That said, I'm not sold on the Sue Ultron taking that down. I need to get more cores anyway. But the Sue Ultron, it might. Why would you attack Dark Phoenix? See if I could kill her before her ult. Notice how her ult killed me? Well, I had to kill her. If Black Bolt hit her hard enough, or if Black Bolt hit her hard enough and then finished her off, then we would have spared her ult and we would have won. Why not target the Sinister Clone? Sinister Clone's clone on their like 4th turn. How long till DD3? No idea. Okay, she actually has the evade, so she's not getting the defense down. Oh, so I think we might actually be able to... oh, she dodged it! Ah, come on! Get out of here with that. Come on. Such BS. Oh, and then he gets the Phoenix clone. Come on! Give me a break. So unlucky. Is it worth protecting Sinister? No, I'll try to save it, I guess, but this is not good. What? I would have used the special. I thought he would die to her passive. Oh god. So unlucky. Doesn't matter now. Could make a whole army of Sinisters. It would take a very long time. Yeah, that RNG is pretty atrocious. Should have killed Crystal when? Alright. I'm just doing these matches for fun. Like, this rank 1 doesn't matter, and I'm not going to hold it anyway. But let's beat this team so you guys can see him taken down. This team will do it. Just needs a little bit of luck. Try Ultron and Sue? Okay. I'll do Ultron and Sue after this. Dodge. Finally. Might as well hit this guy. Ooh. Ouch. Okay. Oh yeah, that one's a summon. Oh, and she gets her ult first. So rigged. Can't I just get like a little lucky? Oh, that's not at this point. Why does she get to ult first? Alright. Whatever. We'll go the tried and true. Sue Ultron should be alright with this. I hate having to use Sue Ultron. It's such a boring team. How'd you get 2 turns? Because they're the same speed, so it's a coin flip. It's not about who spawned first. They reached their full speed bar at the same time. But yeah, this team should probably beat them. It's just a boring team. Sure. Here's the idea behind it. Ultron summons, he gets disrupted, and then Sue gets rid of it, which means he can actually get all his buffs. Crap. A crit? Oh, she lived, that's good. Wait, did I use the Phoenix special like a dummy? I think I might have. Oh no, I used the Sue special. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. More bots. Yep, lots of stun summons there, but we can absorb a lot of those debuffs right there. And then we can offense down. I don't know that this is particularly worth it, but uh-oh. Toodles. Oh, okay. Well, you showed me. Get off my screen. I've never had this team not be able to beat something. I just hate using it so much. But I don't think I've ever had this team lose to something. Thank you very much, Ite. Hounds, if you're right about that, that's a good point. But anyway, there's that. Hello, Lone Walker. I mean, that team is just busted. It's 3 legendaries, an Ultron, and a Mr. Sinister. It's a busted team. The Wub Duck, it depends on where you're at in the game and what content you're trying to do. My Ultron is gear tier 13, not 14. It's a new player, any tips for Dark Dimension 1? Play to survive. If you're playing to survive, you'll be fine. No, it's just a slow. The victories are slow. The other one I win much quicker if I can just pop the yo-yo. It's exciting to just pop the yo-yo and twist the knife. Playing slow is, you know, like a 4-minute match. Which is a roster review. Depends on what tier you're looking for. Link is in the video description. I should see if any of my teams changed power. Black Bolt and Ultron at the same time. Who should I focus on? Black Bolt. I mean, it depends on what content you're trying to do. Do you have regrets how you went into DD3? No. I confirmed something for the entire community, and I got in there pretty quick. And yeah, you know, if I'd taken a different team, I could have gotten to where I am a little bit quicker. But at the end of the day, now I can take the stronger characters up for the second run, and I'll already have these characters taken up. I'm okay with that. So I got to try something, and there was some vindication, which is that for some of the global nodes, the team worked without a hitch. For some of the global nodes, it worked real well, and I was able to build a clone army. But the concept behind the team was to be able to build a clone army, and their damage was just stronger than I expected, even against 6 Red Star Gear Tier 14 characters. But some of the global nodes, we were able to snowball pretty hard. In which mode is Ultron better than Black Bolt? Again, it depends, but like I'd rather face a Black Bolt than an Ultron in PvP if I have to give my opponent one. I'd also probably rather have Ultron for the early nodes of Ultimus 7 than Black Bolt. Ultron is a one-man army. Black Bolt is a crazy blaster, but Ultron is a one-man army. Black Bolt can be blinded or stunned. Ultron brings a minimum of 4 characters for you. Lone Walker, yes, she's great. And hopefully you'll be able to get her at some point. Okay, done with arena, done with challenges, done with campaigns. Are you concerned about getting bored with this game after DD3? No. As a matter of fact, I mentioned I had news earlier. Firstly, I just enjoy the game the way it functions. Like, I like new characters and theory crafting and stuff, but it looks like they're going to be leaning into PvP more and more. And so that's very promising. And we're on the Spider-Verse. I have a call with Cerebro set up for next week to talk about possibly hosting a PvP tournament and possibly getting some prizes from Marvel themselves, some actual prizes. And so to demo that and try one you know, see what we can learn. I'm probably going to host a PvP tournament sometime this week.
With their assistance?
No. Just on my own. I might enlist another content creator or something, but can I get a link to Khasino's Lootcakes? Go to the Khasino announcements channel on Discord. Also, I think there's a link in the video description. But so my guess was, so I don't want to go like too crazy far apart in TCP. I was thinking, because I just have to pick a range, so I wanted to pick a range that most people are in. So would you require participants be able to stream? Sort of. So they would at least have to be able to screen share on Discord, like semi-competent footage, because we don't have a way to spectate. So it just wouldn't be as fun. Like, it's possible other tournaments could be hosted where you're just like, both of you guys send me the screenshot of who won the match or whatever. But for the first one, I'm probably going to require screen sharing, which is not too crazy. And then, so you said how that work with unequal roster. So I'm probably just going to pick a slice of the player base to test this on. So my gut was anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5 million TCP. If you're between 3.5 and 4.5 mil TCP, you'll be able to enter the first one. That's my guess, but I'm just curious, what are you guys TCP at? Just the majority of you guys who are here. Where do most of you fall into? And if you were 3.5 mil, would you feel hopelessly outmatched against people who are at 4.5 mil? 1.9, 5.2, 6.8, 4.8, 3.5, 3.2, 6.7. Well, the main reason, Kioma, is because I'm not running like 96 tournaments at once. I'm just going to do one. I will eventually get to the different slices. I'll do you know, anything up to 2 mil or something like that, or a 0 to 1 mil, and then 1 mil to 2 mil, stuff like that. You know, might do some stuff like that, but just, you know, I gotta draw a line in the sand somewhere. When I have a range of characters, that gets way too messy. 8, 8.9, 4.7. Right, but that's unfair. The nothing over 50k, like, some people have an average power of like 30k, and then they have one guy at like 80k. But you don't want to deny them the ability to use that character. Like, no, your one character's too strong, so it's now been banned only for you. That's unfair. 6'4", 6'9", 3'4", 3'7". There is a way, I believe, of sharing your screen from iOS, but even if you have iOS, you can download Bluestacks on your PC. You're gonna ban that anyways? Maybe. Right, what Kioma said is basically it. Exactly what Kioma said. Setting up times for the matches. I'm gonna announce the time it's going down. Be there or be square. If you're signing up, it's understood. When we're officially having people signing up, it'll be, you are gonna have to be there at that time. You should do 5 to 6 mil. I'm gonna start, I use a Mac. There's Bluestacks for Mac. They have more diverse rosters. Still, I'm interested to see what PvP looks like. But yeah, 3.9. Eventually, if we're ever like running them weekly, formally, things like that, then there will be like there will just be set brackets. But I can link my iOS account on Bluestacks for Mac. Yes. If you can't figure out how to link your account, can it? No extra drop rate right now for the Red Star orbs? I don't think so. I used to host League of Legends tournaments. We used to do all sorts of stuff like this, so this isn't out of my wheelhouse at all. This is a thing we used to do. So, yeah. commentate them. That's the plan. I plan on being the, I always forget which one's color commentary and what's the other one called? Goose, you'd know this.
Color commentary and Jesus, whatever Joe Buck does. 'Cause I hate the guy.
Analysis?
Bad comment?
Play-by-play? I don't know.
Well, yeah, play-by-play, and then color commentary.
And what?
Joe Buck never shuts up.
I don't know about Joe Buck, but typically one of them is more exciting, and the other is breaking down the more technical aspect of it. Which is which?
Color commentary is the more exciting. It's supposed to be anyway.
Does everyone entering have to pay you 10? No, because they're not facing me. There will be a prize pool. For the one I'm going to run, I'm probably just going to do like a $50... Or sorry, like a $100 prize just because of my own money. Okay, that makes more sense. Play-by-play is what's going on screen. Color commentary is more about the players' teams. So, the way I... And I guess that makes more sense. But, I just assumed that so people are saying, like, Joe Rogan color commentary, but Joe Rogan is usually the one breaking down the play-by-play. And when it was Joe and Mike used to be the one who would be in the background, like, this person's won, 10 of their 12 matches by submission. Like, he was the one throwing in peripheral information. Joe is the one, like, what he's going to try to do here is get his arm up under his chin. So, but anyway, I'm glad someone finally broke it down in a way that I can understand now. Because I always was under the impression that one person's job was to be, like, exciting and lively, but not necessarily, technically accurate. But just someone's supposed to get hype and, announce the things that everyone's seeing. Just comments like, oh, I think he's hurt. Oh, this could be it. Just comments that, something like that. Whereas the other person I thought would their job is to be an expert, even if it's to be less exciting. Where will your tournament sign up info be? It'll definitely be on Discord. I don't know where else it'll be. It'll probably be in some other places, but it'll definitely be on Discord. Can we set up odds to win? I'm betting on Insane. So that's pretty unfair, Charles. 0 to 3 mil is too big, 4 to 6 mil is too big, and 7+ is too big. And I can tell you because I'm 8 and change, and I played a guy the other day who was like 9 and something, and that might still be within a normal bracket. But the guy who was at 9 and something, and I'm at 8 and something, so like we're barely like a mil apart. He had already finished DD3 twice. He had like his first 6 characters that you could see were all 7 red star and gear tier 14. And I just had no, like, I will not beat that guy. If I had to make brackets, I would probably just do a 0 to 1, 1 to, 1 million 1 to 2, 2 million 1 to 3. That's probably the most fair. But like 3 to 5, I think is too big of a spread. I think people who are at 3 mil have no hope of beating someone who's at 5 mil. I shouldn't say no hope. If you're bad enough, you can lose. Some people are just bad, but that's, what I mean? Like, someone at 5 mil is almost twice as strong as someone at 3 mil. So. Right, that's what that's what we'd have to do. We'd have to create weight divisions. Ruiz, I called you by your last name. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce your first name, but I have been bringing that up at every opportunity and really trying to drive that home. I care more about that than pretty much anything. Name the divisions? I will. I'm good, Manuel. No way. Kill him, I don't think it would make him that much less money. Because the things people really want to test are war. People don't care that much about testing things outside of war. People would be able to experiment and test a little bit more in Arena, but I don't think Arena is a big money maker for them anyway. And until you can enable war buffs, I don't think it would cost them much. And assuming that there's power creep, like just as soon as you unlock a new character, being able to play that new character at proper power, you know, that's only going to make that new character look good. I'm quick to try to figure out, like, how would this cost them money? Because if it's going to cost them money or they think it will, then I'd be wasting my time trying to pitch it to them. But I don't see how an all things equal mode that's exclusively for no reward PvP. I don't, like, why would you spend less if there was an all things equal mode? Yeah, they could limit it too. Test and pick apart and find counters for free versus spending and trying it out live. But the thing is, it only takes like 5 people doing it. You know what I mean? Like I already do that. People already don't have to pay. I'm already gonna do that. You know what I mean? And as far as finding counters, even power counters don't teach you that much. In war, even power counters matter. But people looking for counters are looking for punch-ups. Yeah, I agree. I would pay more. Like, sometimes I'm not sure how heavily I want to invest in a character because I don't know how good they're going to be. And then sometimes after the fact, like, I'll run into one person with a really strong one, or I'll see them, you know what I mean? Like, most people don't have an appreciation for how much damage Johnny Storm does until they see a Johnny Storm special next to a similarly powered Captain Marvel ult. And then seeing them side by side is when you go, oh shit, he hits fucking hard actually. Things like that. So again, I can't see it being a big money loser for them. My guess would be it would make them money because now you have more incentive to unlock the character. Like if I'm a new player and I'm like you know, I'm not gonna place that high in Blitz, but I want to unlock them just a 2-star because or a 3-star, because if I unlock them, I can use them in PvP against my friends. And even though I won't get any rewards or get any farther for it, I'll have more fun. So I definitely want to unlock them. Like an all things equal mode can still be, Richard, it's fine. Those are casual matches. I played them once, treating it like a match for stakes, and I won. I think we're supposed to have a rematch at some point. But how fun Darth Spidey is to play until you have him jacked up. There's a lot of characters. When Thing came out and no one understood how powerful he was, that's another good example. Again, I don't see the downside of an all things even mode. I don't know. I'll tell you what my guess that they're actually afraid of is, which I don't think there is reason to be. But when it's actually all things even, firstly, they may see that as like, well, now there's not a strong incentive to power up your roster. If you're never going to PvP with your roster, what's the point? Which people will still PvP with their roster. You know, there's like people who really want to prove something are going to prove like, oh, your roster's bigger than mine and I'll still beat you. Forget having everything even. I'll give you the advantage and I'll still win. There's still going to be that. But they might be worried with, like, when all things are absolutely even, it does come down a good bit to RNG. Like, there's a bit more strategy in knowing I'm using a gear tier 12 character trying to land an ability block on a gear tier 14 character. Because of that imbalance, I need to be smarter about whether I attempt this ability block on this character or not, because the likelihood that I'm going to land it goes down. Whereas when it's all things even, that you don't have to worry as much about that. You just do it, and if it gets resisted, you're like, bad luck, and it's more RNG. So the truth is, in all things even mode would be the individual matches themselves would actually be determined a bit more by RNG. But I think that that's okay. I'd rather have the individual matches be a bit more RNG, but newer players can play with veteran players. So I get what you're saying, Aaron. I think there's enough diversity in the game. Like there is an element of RNG, but so the other thing is the way that you iron out the RNG is multiple matches. Right? If you do a best of 5 or a best of 10, like if the series gets big enough, like yeah, you can have bad luck, but you're gonna have bad luck every single match? Probably not. You could absolutely have terrible luck 3 matches in a row, but maybe. Look, again, I'm advocating for it. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around why they wouldn't immediately go for that idea. So I'm just trying to think of anything that they might be perceiving. Yeah, again, I want it. I don't see a downside. They do, because it's obviously something they've considered, and they don't seem to love that idea. Their original idea, and there's no way that they hadn't thought of, like, we'll just make all things even, because on the test servers, they just make all things even. So it's not something that they didn't think of. For some reason, they seem to want to go in the direction, and we'll see what happens, but for some reason, they seem to want to go in the direction of either like something that brings someone's roster up to meet the other person, or something that drops the bigger person's down to meet the lower person, but still not make it quite even. Which, yeah, I don't see. I'm not really seeing the appeal to do it that way, but they seem to prefer that. Like even when it was me versus Valley, they just made Super Valley flying and boosted him up rather than just use test server accounts where both things are even. I think me and Valley both would have preferred it to be even. I don't mind because Valley had the bigger roster for that test, so it made me look good beating the bigger roster, but if he would have won, it would have been like, I wish all of my characters could have gotten boosted to 6 red star, like it just leaves room for oh yeah, all things equal should have no rewards. More likely to chalk up losses to RNG and spend even more to minimize RNG. Right, but they can play either mode. Like they have the same. I don't think. So here's the thing. Like you just don't do that mode for rewards. You do that mode for people who are passionate about seeing how good they are. But you don't do it for rewards, and it's not like it takes a long time to make. So, what's the knocking sound? Someone on in the Twitch chat using a sound command. PvP Alliance Wars Tournament? What about it? But we're not saying replace every other mode with all things equal. So on the test server, and I don't know if it makes sense to do this for everyone, but on the test server, it's everyone's 7 gold, 4 red, 7775, and it's supposed to be max start tech. That's what I would do. Just max start tech. Everyone 7 gold, 4 red, 7775. That's it. But you don't replace other drafts with that. You just also add that one in. And that allows me to have fun playing for no rewards against my weak friend. So Kioma, it is obvious to me that they don't see it as in their best interest. The whole reason we're still talking about this is I can't figure out why. They definitely don't see it as in their best interest. They are trying to avoid an all things equal mode, or at least that's been my impression. And I want to understand why. Because sometimes I'm like, why don't they do this? Why don't they do this? And I'll get a chance to actually ask one of them. And they'll be like, for this reason. And I'm like, you know, I didn't think about that at all. That makes a lot of sense. Sometimes they give me the reason. I'm like, no, that's not what would happen. What are you talking about? No, don't be silly. But sometimes, definitely sometimes, I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that at all. That's a very fair point. That is what would happen. So, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what they could have against it, but I have no idea. Even if, like, there's incentive to create an all things equal mode, even if you keep that strictly casual. Even if that never has anything to do with rewards. Removes all doubt on the performance settings of characters for purposes of driving revenue. Yes, but again, that's a good thing. Assuming that they're power creeping properly, it's just definitively establishing that new characters are good. You don't want as many people like wondering like, oh, well, if I really go all in on Deadpool, can he do as much damage as Crystal? No. Frustration is a good driver of spending. All things equal leaves no room for frustration buying. Right, but so you just, like, if it's not tied to rewards, then so what? Like, the goal isn't to have it open to anything competitive. Like, you're still not going to care as much about the outcome. You'd mainly use it for playing with your friends. Like, you still just tie, you know, whatever, like, all the real PvP modes, you still tie to the roster. My recommendation for that mode would be strictly casual, never attach rewards to it. Yeah. I'm aware. But you just don't tie it to any rewards. You just give it as something people can play for fun with their friends, and then it doesn't cost them anything. Give people the ability to use units way stronger than what they have. They might lose the care to power their units and just play that mode. If that mode gets them nothing, I don't think so. Maybe there will be some people that play that and they're happy just playing that, but most people are going to care about the mode that gives rewards. So as long as there's no rewards for it and it's just there, like if you think about it right now with the current PvP mode, there's no rewards. You have a ton of people, a lot of people on my team don't waste time on PvP. Yeah. Are any of the offers not trash? This one's okay. Certainly don't need it. I don't know if I'd call it trash. It's not an amazing offer. This one's okay. 15 bucks. And again, you can farm this stuff. Like, I don't love this offer, but it's not... I wouldn't call this one trash either. It depends on your level of patience. You can get all this stuff for free. Depending on where you're at in the game, this one's not necessarily trash. If you have all those characters eligible for 4 red star and you have them all low red star, it's alright. If you don't have Symbiote Spider-Man unlocked, it's still not a great value, but if you don't have Symbiote Spider-Man unlocked, getting Symbiote Spider-Man unlocked is really awesome. Oh yeah, up to you guys. I don't recommend this. This offer is trash, but if for some reason some of you are crazy and want to donate, we can open some red star orbs and see what happens, but I don't recommend it. It's a terrible value. I like this one. This one's not trash. I like this one. Raid energy, raid recharges, and blitz recharges, and it ignores the cap. I like this one. And that's it. very active with the viewers tonight. I try to do that every night. It's possible some nights I fall short, but I try. People yell at me all the time, can you play the game? We're just talking, but I try to answer as many questions as I can. When do you think the PvP will happen? What? PvP is live right now. Do you always buy the war recharge? No. No. In the Blitz store, I buy the war energy, but I don't always buy the war offer. When I buy, I'll tell you when I buy the war offer, and it's not necessarily always a good reason, but every once in a while I buy the war offer of shame because I screwed up an attack and I need to do another attack to not let my alliance down, which is really what it's there for. But the only time I really consider buying the war offer is when there's a stack of items that I really need, like some mini uniques that I don't want to see let go, and I don't have the war credits for it. I'll sometimes buy the war offer of shame to buy items in the war store more often, which I don't necessarily recommend, but when do you think you're going to do the war tourney? Okay, well at this point I get what you're asking. Well, so I'm curious, how much would you guys feel comfortable punching up? If we did a PvP tournament, what's the highest you guys would feel comfortable punching up TCP? An educated guess. Sukov, let's go with March 12th. 1 mil, 500k, 2 mil, 1 mil, 500k, 1 mil, 1.5 mil, 1 mil. Alright, looks like 1 mil. Alright, 1 mil seems to be 1 mil. Alright, so we'd have to do a 1 mil spread. So maybe we'll do, are more of you between 4 and 5 or 5 and 6 or 3 and 4? If you're outside of those, don't answer, but let me see 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and 5 to 6. 4 to 5, 4 to 5. Don't put what you are, just put the range. 4 to 5, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 3 to 4, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 4 to 5, 3 to 4, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. They all look pretty good. 4 to 5, 3 to 4, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 4 to 5. I'm just looking at those three. Send out a Discord survey. Yeah, I'll send out a survey. It looks like 4 to 5 wins, but 3 to 4 has a good amount of people. 5 to 6 is definitely less common, but 3 to 4 and 4 to 5 are close. And then how do you guys feel about a $100 prize? Just $100 worth of power cores if you win. What do you guys think about that? Or should we come up with a cooler prize? $100 and a comic. I'll definitely send you an MSF comic. How would you join when you do it? I'll put out a thing that'll allow people to apply. But basically, I'm merch be better than cores. The only merch I would be able to do for the first tournament for my own would be my merch. Throwing tax in there? No. $100 in comic. An entry fee, which goes toward the prize pool. Just because this is proof of concept, and just because I'm not going to charge people for trying their luck. They're going to want to win for the prize. Like, maybe in the future we'll let people pool, but, you know, I'm sure there's some really good free-to-play players. Can we just win a free penguin? Yeah, maybe. 2 $50 ones for 3rd and 4th. Alright, I mean, that brings it up to $200. I'll donate the prize back to someone that does all the legwork. You have merch? Yes, I do, on Amazon and on Streamlabs shop. Did you have a guess when we expect to see the call offers? Sometime between now and next Thursday. Probably either the end of this week or the very beginning of next week. Make a champ belt icon for the brag channel on your Discord. You know, the champ belt icon is a good idea. The champ belt icon, and I can make him a special rank on the Discord too. PvP champ. So in the future, I will be doing a bracket for 3 to 4, a bracket for 4 to 5. Like I will be. It's probably going to be 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, and 9 up, probably. Here's my real question. How many people are 9 and up? Because the top, a lot of times with heavyweight, they just go to like this and up. But again, and I'm only saying this, and it might just mean, hey, eat shit, wail harder, get stronger. But again, I played someone that's like 9 and something, and I had no hope. And it might, the right answer might be like, hey, 8 and up. Like some of those people who are 8 and something can beat them, but all right. Well, there's at least 100 people 9 and up, and it looks like there's more. So I guess we'll do 9 and up, and it, like my guess is the 9 and change people are probably got no hope against the 11 and something, but you gotta draw it somewhere. So. Right, no, I have beat people 11 and up, but almost everyone that I beat 10 and up, 11 and up played terribly. I absolutely can punch up that much, and I've done it, but I played someone 9 and up who wasn't awful. And that's not to say, like, let me also clarify, there are plenty of people 9 and up who, even when they play properly, I still have a very valid chance against them. I just know I found someone who's 9 something who played properly enough. They didn't even play perfectly well. They made a couple mistakes, but just on raw power, I had no chance. So that's why I'm hesitant. But again, there may be people around my TCP with rosters better designed for PvP that would be fine, and maybe it's just, hey, eat shit, Khasino, and it should be 8 and up or whatever, but I think 9 and up. But eventually there will be a bunch of different brackets. My TCP is like 8 and change. I just checked. Almost 8.4. Almost. But yeah. I think it's time for DD3. But I'll figure out the whole tournament thing. I see someone's trying me, but I'm trying to only play matches for stakes. I can't find you on Amazon. I'll PM me. I'll send you a link. But I'm trying to only play matches for stakes. It doesn't have to be for money, but there has to be stakes. I don't care what the stakes are, but there has to be stakes. If you're willing to perform and write a song. Like, if both people agree to perform and write a song about how wonderful the winner is, you know, that's good enough for me. Something like that. But I think it's DD3 time. This is not going to take very long, but doing this with 2 people is painfully slow. Shield security to get in quick or wait another 2 weeks to possibly get Colossus up. Colossus will do a lot better than shield security, but I don't know if he'll do 2 weeks better. That's really tough. Kioma, what do you think? You know what? I'd say, you say 2 weeks possibly. What is it you're waiting on? Because Colossus is the better one to have at Gear Tier 14. Objectively, I'd rather have a Gear Tier 14 Colossus, but ow. Yes, I would, Scott. Yes, I would. Ow. Ow. Whatever, this blew a lot of their big abilities. Johnny... Oh, okay. I think Johnny has an ult for us, but... When do you expect 100% DD3? Maybe like a month? We'll see. I hate to say this, but right now it's a lot at the mercy of what mini uniques offers they put out. People farming City Mercan for monthly events, or do you think it's better for growing faster to farm the meta characters? It depends. Your first priority should be securing as high a spot in arena as you can. Your very next priority should be clearing all of the campaigns as quickly as you can. But beyond that, it's definitely a good idea to diversify. Let's see if we can do this. Good. Keep hitting him. No, don't hit him. No. Oh, he's dead. I might have to try this again. I need him to live. I don't know if he has his ultimate, but I need him to live. When we expect to see call offers? Could be as early as tomorrow, could be as long as next Thursday. Definitely sometime in between there. Mostly definitely. I'm thinking by the end of the week, but could be early next week. We're assuming that his first Blitz is this coming, like not 2 days from now Thursday, but the Thursday after that. The higher you rank in Arena, the more cores you have, and the more cores you have, the more you can do other stuff. He sent out his mail a week ago. Do we know which day? No, stop killing him. I need him alive, you jerks. Healer's Shards event coming up. I think that's offers? Do you think his Blitz will have red stars for him as well? No. Do you think Black Order will dominate Arena? Probably. But might be a hybrid thing. I don't think it's gonna be the full 5. I was too. That's what I thought, Kioma, but when it didn't show up today, I was like, I must be crazy.
The mail just says Cole is coming. That's all.
I meant what date did that mail come in? Usually that mail comes in a week ahead of time. Yeah, hit him. Yeah. Yeah, hit him. Yeah, hit him. Be gentle. Good, good, good. He's gonna get countered here, but that's really good. With all the slows, that's good.
May 8th.
Oh. Okay, you can take him out then, I guess. May 8th it came in. Good dodge. Ugh, yuck. Ow. 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 Fifth it came in, 9th for me, what? Alright, I'll do one more revive on these guys, but progress is slow. 2 more days? Okay. So for some reason, as soon as I heard that, I was like, if it's not Tuesday, it's probably Thursday, and they like to release them a week before you can get them other ways, and usually as soon as they hit Blitz, their orbs are usually in the shop. during the Blitz, so they usually like to get the character to you a week early, so Thursday makes sense. So let's go Thursday for Cull. So if you want to save resources for Cull, is he, I think he's bio, right?
Yes, he was fine.
Oh, unfortunate. No, that's too many attacks aimed at Vulture. Calls Biomaw as Mystic. So save Biomats and gold if you're gonna be buying him on Thursday anyway. Going good, Zeph. Is it weird to release the offer a day before a new event campaign? I don't think so. Could be, but I don't think so. I think their whole release schedule is a little bit off with this patch anyway. Vulture don't have the reds to stay alive. Right, but they could just aim for Symbiote Spider-Man more. Like when 5 out of 6 attacks hit Vulture, it's not good. Symbiote Spider-Man I think is ending on the 15th? Oh, that time we got no slows. No. Oh. This one went way worse. Oh shit, I couldn't even quit out quick enough. Well, that went real poorly. Very unfortunate. The PvE content in Marvel Super War? There isn't much PvE content, but you can get familiar with the game and then get ready for PvP. 13th was originally what we heard. So be prepared for it to be the 13th. 13th is originally what we heard, and people have been correcting me and saying 15th. 13th is what we heard originally. Very possibly the 13th. How long are the Symbiote Spider-Man offers good for? Until tomorrow. How would they stop it midway through? Yeah, so it's gotta be the 13th. 13th, let's say 13th. Scott, I have checked the top 5 teams infographic on my Discord. I have them as a raid team, and Scientist Supreme is the 5th, but I can answer a lot of your questions by referencing it. Being a content creator for Future Revolution? We'll see when it gets here. Another thing that you're going to see me cover starting towards the end of this month is an MMORPG called Ashes of Creation.
You got confirmation they're coming back?
Ashes of Creation? They said they're doing Alpha 1 testing end of May.
Nice. I just know that it's been kind of a ambiguous thing for a while.
Yeah,
like when
they've just
when.
Yeah, they've been taking a long time. I mean I've played the game a bunch. I was in their Alpha 0 test. I still have Alpha 0 test footage on this PC. I did their Battle Royale testing. I did a little. When they opened up Alpha 1, the MMO testing, I got to do that for a few days. So I've gotten to play it a good bit. I get in on every testing phase because I'm one of their CCs, but yeah. I'm looking forward to when they open it up again. I'm bigging my Sinister 16 to beat Daily Challenge Gold Rush Tier 12. Psh, 600k. Sinister 6? 600k. If that. I still don't know if they can do it. Jesus. Great, another bio character? Yeah. But I think that's a wrap for me for today. I think that's everything. Which is good, actually, because that leaves me time to talk with a sponsor and get to work on the next video. Super War? Oh, let me check my ping. I could do Super War tonight. I actually could. Let me check my ping. Might actually be a Super War night. What up, Carlos? I will come visit you in Peru someday. Thank you, Kent. Any word on Superstar? Don't know what that is. We already recorded the weekly news update, yes. Sue Storm is the next one coming to Super War. Oh, that's not great ping. That's definitely not great ping. Yeah, on the Wi-Fi, it's not even close. No, on the Wi-Fi, it's not happening. I'll turn the Wi-Fi off and see what we get. But usually, if the Wi-Fi is this bad, like a lot of it is just their servers. Like if their servers are experiencing high traffic, it's not going to make it around the world fast enough, basically. It's not so much that there's an issue on my end, it's just there's a lot of people playing. In the middle of the night here, for some reason, oh, maybe off the Wi-Fi, got pretty close. I got 208, 218, I don't know. I'll try for a couple minutes and say 225, that's not gonna do it. 212. 205, maybe. 211. Oh, that's rude. Ooh, 231. Puppy training's going pretty well. 226. What up, Robin? 218. It's usually only good for me at like after midnight. After midnight, it gets good enough that I can play these days. 210. 202. That's promising. We can just dip below 200. Let's try to queue real quick. It literally hit 200. If I can get in a match, I'll throw it in. 201. I think we can get a match. I don't know how long we'll be sitting here watching me press refresh ping. 203. But I do think eventually we could get a match. But there might just be like 8 minutes of me refreshing my ping. I don't know how many people would enjoy that part of the content. Oh, 221. But I do think eventually we could get a match. 210. Yes, Lance, very good. No, you don't need 150. You just need sub 200. You just need sub 200. So here's the thing about Bluestacks. Firstly, again, my Wi-Fi is not 100 ping slower than my Ethernet, but the controls, I don't like the controls. So first off, don't play on Bluestacks. Their MOBA pads are broken and they suck. Nox is the best emulator for playing, but still, I just prefer on my phone. I'll see if I can get a match. I'm trying. Now it is a thing you can do if it made a difference. It won't. For ping, it won't make a big enough difference, but if my ping were better on the PC, I could get into the match on the PC and then log in from the phone, logging into that same match. I don't know what Joy 2 key is. Oh, 206. $206. 209. 210. The other thing is too, because it's communicating with cell towers. Like, if I go up to the second floor and stand outside, that'll probably get me in a match. So it's up to you guys. If you want me to literally run out of the room, I could probably get a match and then run back into the room. Derek, that's a mod. Judular, if you can get a T14 Hella, you won't regret it. 202, come on, we're so close. 202, come on. Just a little lower. 202, come on. Come on. 202, come on. It is just sitting at 202. If it dips down even a little bit. It's still 202. Oh my god. So close. 203. Oh, wrong direction. 204. I wish I knew where the receiver was. 206. Do you play stocks? Never heard of it. 208. It's going in the wrong direction. Again, for some reason, like after midnight, I can always get a match. I have to do pretty much all my Super War play after midnight. I play from like midnight to like 3 a.m. And that's why sometimes when I'm getting a string of good games, I'll play until like 6 in the morning. Ugh. I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, again, if we sat here long enough, it would happen, but... 204. 210. It is 852 here. Ooh, 221 out of nowhere. I'm not even on the Wi-Fi. I'm using Verizon. So, for some reason, whatever route I'm West Coast, obviously. Whatever route Comcast takes to reach their servers in China, it's like a whole 100 milliseconds slower. I don't know why. But just my actual Verizon connection is always faster communicating with China than my Comcast high-speed internet. I don't know why. To you guys, how long you want me to sit here and refresh my ping? Tips for Node 7 of DD3? Depends on which team you're using. They don't have US servers yet. Alright, I'll try one more thing for you since we've come this far. I'll try to leave the room and get a match real quick. And I'll give it like a minute. I'll be out of the room for up to a minute, and if I don't get a match, I'll come back and say sorry. For DD2, Magnus, you want safety. For DD2, you want to survive. So characters like Minerva, Scientist Supreme, Shuri, Sue Storm. Alright, I'll be right back. No luck. No luck. Just not happening. So. Any advice on getting a 6-star Shuri with 150k with a mixed match team, Sinister Six, and Spider-Man? I would need to know which characters you're using, and I don't remember the specific enemies for the 6-star of the Shuri event. I did that once a long time ago. Restream at midnight? We'll see. Maybe I'll do an overnight surprise Super War stream. It'll screw up my schedule for tomorrow, but maybe. Maybe I'll ruin my sleep schedule for some Super War. We'll see. Haven't done that in a while. So, maybe I'll be back. We'll see. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap. Thank you guys very much for coming out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, peace!